Good day, good people. It's your guy, Lewis to the T. I'm back with your 17th installment of Black History Month 2021. Today is Wednesday, February 17th, and I am so excited today to talk to you guys about two amazing organizations. One is a historical organization that is still in existence to this day, and one is a new organization just formed last year. But both of these organizations are doing the good work of bringing and highlighting small businesses and Black-owned businesses. So I'm gonna jump right into it. When I started researching these two businesses, it actually came upon me because I listened to a young woman today from Toronto, Canada, talk about a business she started last year during the pandemic. It made me think about if there was something similar to this that I could reach back into history to make a correlation and kind of tie the two together, and I was absolutely able to do that. But while doing that, I also thought about the work that they were doing, both of these organizations, one founded in 1900 and one founded in 2020. Not only did I find a correlation, it made me think of two Kwanzaa principles. They jumped right out at me immediately. And that's the principle of Ujima, which talks about collective work and responsibility, and Ujamaa, which talks about cooperative economics. I hope I'm pronouncing them correctly. If not, forgive me. I'm sure somebody will correct me. And I'll put information below so that you can find out all of the Kwanzaa principles that are typically celebrated right after Christmas through the New Year. But we'll talk more about that later. The reason those popped out to me is because of the work of these two organizations. So the first organization, and I always want to give you a history note, even as I highlight somebody in present time that's making real Black history happen right now, the Black history that we'll be talking about 20 years from now, decades from now, generations from now. I always want to tie those two things together. So the first organization was entitled the National Negro Business League. And that was founded by Booker T. Washington back in 1900 in Boston, Massachusetts. So the National Negro Business League was designed to highlight other businesses. And I thought that was amazing. And you can see already why I thought about the two Kwanzaa principles: collective works as well as responsibility, and cooperative economics, Ujima and Ujamaa. So I thought of those things when I thought about the organization founded by Booker T. Washington way back in 1900. The organization thrived under his leadership. It is still in existence to this day, which is what I'm excited about. Not only did he found the organization, but it expanded under his leadership. There were hundreds of chapters throughout the United States of America, and in 1966, they were reincorporated in Washington, D.C. and became the National Business League instead of the National Negro Business League. But we know the origin and the history of it still reigns true to this day. That brings me to the person who really sparked me to do this video today, and this young woman by the name of Kerin John. And Kerin is out of Toronto, Canada. She spoke to my business organization today. She did an amazing job highlighting the work that she's doing there in Canada. And I was just excited about the fact that during a pandemic, this young woman had the courage, she had the forethought, and she had the drive to build her own business, and it all came out of a personal need. She wanted to support Black-owned businesses and found that it was difficult to do so. There wasn't a place that she could go to find out what are the Black-owned businesses in Toronto, how can I support, how can I be a part of enhancing and adding value to my community. She saw a problem and created the solution right there on the spot. So in 2020, she decided, because she could not find this information, she would provide it for other people. She has an amazing website. I'm going to drop her link below. She started this business based on her own need, and now you can go on her website. She has resources. You can find out businesses there in Toronto, Canada. She has a shop where you can make purchases of many of those items, and I'm just watching what she's done in, I want to say it may be less than a year's time, because although it was 2020, if I'm not mistaken, it was either March or May. So this business isn't even a year old. Well, I will say this organization, even though it's a business, I highlight the organization standpoint because she literally is highlighting and providing insight for other businesses, marketing for them what people may not know about. She has an amazing social media presence, and she has a website that's up and running. So I want to make sure that we support her, we support the businesses that she's supporting. It made me really think outside of the box. Black History Month was designed and created for us here in the United States of America, but we know that people throughout the diaspora, people of African descent, have been marginalized in more than just the United States of America. She found it within herself, in her population, within her community, to make sure that she was uplifting Black voices. So we want to make sure we support her and uplift hers as well. I'm your guy, Lewis to the T. You'll see this on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Drop your comments. Make sure we have a conversation about it. And I definitely have to highlight my t-shirt, right? I think it's totally appropriate that we bring Outkast into the conversation and we talk about collective economics and we talk about cooperative works. And I mean, look, who said it better than them? See you guys tomorrow.